What's up? This is David, and today I want to talk to you about how proximity is power. Proximity is power. So you've probably heard of this saying that says like you are the average of the 5 people you surround yourself with most, right? So an example of this is like if all your friends make about $50,000 a year, then that will probably be your income as well, because we have like this psychological worthiness of the people who we surround yourself most. So if the people who you surround yourself most make about $50,000 a year, then you'll probably be making about $50,000 a year. It's very subliminal. And this also comes into play in many different areas, not just finances. So like if all your friends are very healthy and fit, then you know what? You will probably be more healthy and fit as well. If your friends are very productive, then you will also be very productive as well. And this also can be played out in a negative way. If all your friends are very lazy and drink all the time, guess what? You're gonna end up being lazy and drinking all the time as well. So we have like this pull from like our peer group, like the expectations of our peer group is who we will become. It's a very psychological thing that goes on. And so you want to choose a very great peer group that will help pull you up, help pull up the levels, help pull up your average, right? So surround yourself with people who raise you up, who lift you up, who can bring your average up, bring your income up, bring your health up, whatever it is, right? And look for those people, look for those groups. And there's so many of them now, so many online forums, there's so many groups on Reddit and Facebook, and so you can just find these groups, right, and be involved in these groups, okay? So that's one way on how proximity equals power. But there's another way on how proximity can impact your life. So like material items, like if you have all these material items inside of your room that is very distracting, and say like you want to like focus on like your business, and you have all these distractions going on inside of your house. You have a TV, you have speakers that are playing music, whatever it is, it's going to become very distracting, right? This is another way on how proximity can equal power. When you have distracting things around you and nearby you, that might be detrimental for your productivity. So a simple way to solve this is get rid of that distraction. Remove the TV. Get rid of stuff. Start removing things from your life that is cluttering your focus. Because let's define focus. What is focus? Let's define focus by defining the inverse of focus. Inverse of focus is distraction. So once you get rid of distraction, you automatically get focus. So proximity has power in this way, because if you have anything distracting around you, then you will lose that power. But at the same time, the inverse is also true. If you have the stuff removed, if you put stuff that are distracting far away, then you won't lose that power. All right, so let me give you an example of another way how proximity is power comes into play in our lives. So let's say you're trying to practice the guitar. Okay, you're trying to practice guitar. The best way to help aid your psychology in practicing the guitar is to leave the guitar somewhere where you'll see it every day, or you'll pass by it every day. Maybe it's like next to your bed or something. The worst thing you can do is putting your guitar away in your closet, because again, proximity is power, right? And because that guitar is far away inside of your closet, it loses its power. But when you have that guitar close to you, you will practice it more, simply by the fact that it is closer to you. So this can be played out in many different ways. It also can be played out in the digital world as well. We get distracted by so many different apps on our phones. We probably have 500 different apps on our phone that we don't use. 95% of those apps you don't even use, and yet they're so distracting to us. So in order to mitigate that, just remove a lot of those apps. Remove as much as possible, and you'll find yourself being more focused naturally. By the way, when you're doing anything productive, when you're working on your business, whatever it is, put your phone away. Like physically put your phone away. Because remember, proximity is power. So the further away you put something in, the less power it will have. It works. It seriously works. Like when you are working on something, just put your phone on airplane mode and put it into a drawer or something. It's simple, but these stuff really work. All right. So that's a little lesson on how proximity can influence your life. So use that power. Use that power to your advantage. And if you have something distracting, use the opposite. Put it far away. So that's it for today's video. I hope you found value out of this one, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.